episode number 3 of the League Season 10. It is so great to be back here again. I am your host for tonight, Maddy Weeks, and I'm so excited. We have such a spectacular show for you tonight. It is our first episode for this season, out of lockdown. After countless days of on again, off again lockdowns, I am finally free to continue living my life pretty much the exact same way I was during lockdown. Just doom scrolling Twitter for 12 hours a day. Except now, I can do it from a cafe. Woo! Not much really changed for me during lockdown, which is probably cause for concern. But anyway, tonight on the show, we're here to discuss all things leaving lockdown. So, first to America, where right-wing journalist Candace Owens has spoken out about her grave concerns for Australia. The host of the Candace Owens Show exposed Australia's COVID-19 response for what it really is, a totalitarian regime. Oh my God, it's really bad, I had no idea. But don't worry, Candace has a solution.
20 years, the United States has spent trillions of dollars overseas in Afghanistan fighting a war, which we lost, by the way. We were told that the war was necessary anyway. It was necessary, the slaughtering of American sons and daughters on foreign soil, because we were fighting a noble cause, to spread democracy in a tyrannical land, to free an oppressed people. So I'm going to ask those same lecturing politicians and media members a question now. When do we deploy troops to Australia? When do we invade Australia and free an oppressed people who are suffering under a totalitarian regime? When do we spend trillions of dollars to spread democracy in Australia? Australia currently, make no mistake, is a tyrannical police state. Its citizens are quite literally being imprisoned against their will. So when do we deploy?
Thank goodness our friends over in the States are finally coming to save us. Just got a few questions though. If America invades Australia to spread democracy or whatever, are we going to lose our free healthcare? Does everyone get a framed photo of Ronald Reagan and a gun in the mail? Oh my God, are we going to stop paying our workers a livable wage and bring in an immoral tipping system? Please God, do not bring in an immoral tipping system. I can't handle it. I can't calculate those percentages. Oh, I was not listening in that math class. Also, people deserve to make enough money to live off. I don't know, crazy. But anyway, Candace is right. We have been through a lot. Australians, especially us here in Melbourne, have been through some of the hardest and strictest lockdowns in the world. And for what? So we could take our time reopening, waiting until the majority of us were vaccinated so we could prioritise the lives of our most vulnerable over economic profits? Actually, yeah, I can see why the Republicans wouldn't understand that. Fair. Of course, this new normal isn't actually freedom for everyone. Many people have valid medical reasons for why they can't get vaccinated, and it's up to the rest of us to get the jab to protect our most vulnerable. Should be a no-brainer, right? Wrong. Of course not. Unfortunately, that brings us to the folks with no brains. Anti-vaxxers. These people are so hell-bent on refusing a life-saving vaccine that they are going to astounding lengths to avoid it. They still want these sweet, sweet freedoms that are becoming available to the vaccinated. So they've started threatening and trying to bribe doctors for that precious exemption certificate. Doctors are reporting patient bribe attempts ranging from $200, big spender, up to $5,000. Amazingly, doctors are unwilling to jeopardize their livelihoods and violate their Hippocratic oath, first do no harm, for $200 or even $5,000. Unlucky. So the poor anti-vaxxers are having to get creative. Earlier this week, a Facebook Marketplace post went viral. For only $1,500, you can buy a prosthetic arm to wear along to your vaccine appointment. Wow. It is so lifelike. Absolutely 100% sure to hoodwink the trained medical professionals who put real needles into thousands of real arms a day. $1,500. That gives new meaning to the phrase arms budget. But for real, it just seems like a lot of effort just to put yourself and the rest of your community in danger. Anti-vaxxers are better off putting that money towards things that they'll actually need in the future, like a Pete Evans product. Just try to distract them. Hopefully it works. I don't know. Hey, let's just take a second away from all this because I'm sick of it. And let's reminisce on all the things that we're not going to miss about lockdown.
Missing lockdown? Sick of having to make excuses to get out of social events. Reminiscing about those sweeter, more innocent days when the only decision you had to make each day
was what colour tracksuit pants you were going to wear.
Well, don't despair. We've got you covered with our Lockdown Nostalgia Starter Kit.
For just 3 easy payments of $39.99.
We'll transport you back to those lockdown vibes you've been missing. You will get 1 bread maker,
a platinum subscription to Uber Eats,
an alcohol addiction,
and a packet of face masks for that short walk to the letterbox.
But wait, there's more! We'll send you daily memes that transport you back to the good old lockdown days.
Memes about eating so much you finally got the curves you deserve.
Memes about how annoying the people you live with really are.
Memes about Donald Trump telling you to inject yourself with Dettol.
You'll be back in those lockdown feelings in no time at all. And all for 3 easy payments of $39.99.
But wait, there's more!
We'll stream Tiger King straight to your screen for 23 hours a day.
And provide you with Carol Baskin memes so you can share the fun with all your friends.
Why 23 hours? You might be asking. Well, that's because there's more!
We'll provide you with your very own Dan Andrews North Face jacket.
So at 11 a.m. each day, you can do your own press conference.
Call an order today.
You'll be back basking in that isolation depression glow in no time.
Get it off me. I never want to hear another press conference again.
We'll be back after this short ad break. For further insights on life after lockdown, we now have a very special exclusive interview. Joining us is none other than the coronavirus itself, COVID. Thanks for joining us, I think.
Oh, it's great to be here. Call me Delta.
Alright, Delta, well, it's been 2 weeks since lockdown restrictions were lifted in Melbourne. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling really positive, going from strength to strength. I haven't slept since, let's say, Friday before last. Time flies when you're having symptoms.
Yeah, some restrictions are still in place, of course. How are you feeling about compulsory mask wearing indoors?
Yeah, I'm not too worried. Have you seen the way people wear their masks? Under their noses, even under their mouths, and that's when anyone's even enforcing the rules. This last lockdown was a lot looser. People are starting to relax around me and accept that I'm here to stay, and they're getting used to having me around.
What was that?
What was what?
That rumbling. What was that?
Just an approaching storm.
Okay, moving on then. What are your thoughts on vaccinations?
Well, they've slowed me down, sure, but we're resourceful.
Sorry, did you say we?
Okay, I'll level with you. That's the new strain.
The new strain of COVID?
Yeah, that's the thing about vaccinations. They're like a bouncer at a nightclub. Sure, he's in the way, but there are ways to outsmart him.
Great. Yeah, that's just perfect. Exactly what we need. Feeling great about that, thanks.
I might have to get back to you. I'm a bit busy here.
Wait. Before you go, can you tell us anything about your successor? What can we expect?
Let me put it this way. Have you seen Gremlins?
Yeah? Why? Okay, well, we seem to have lost Delta there. Stay tuned for our inevitable doom, coming right up. If there's one thing that we can all agree on, it's that these past 18 months have been really hard. Everyone has a different definition of hard though. To take us through some different lockdown experiences, we are lucky enough to be joined by 3 Victorians. Chandra from Tacoma, how you doing? Selwyn from Mount Waverley. And Mel from... Oh. Mel, where exactly are you?
Oh, sorry, Maddie. I'm in Kew. Or could be Toorak. Maybe, now that I think about it, could be Malvern, somewhere with cash. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, no worries, mate. Hey.
Alright, anyway, Chandra, let's start off with you. You teach grade 5s. Wow, that must have really presented some challenges with you having to teach from home. How was that?
God, Maddie. God, Maddie, it has been the worst. Kids respect your authority, but over Zoom, forget it. You know that bit in Speed where Keanu Reeves is looping the video footage so Dennis Hopper doesn't know what he's doing? He thinks he's complying.
Sorry, I've only seen Speed 2, so go on.
Oh, well, I teach 22 kids. Any given day, at least 8 are trying that. I'm not trying to blow up a bus. I'm not the bad guy. I'm just trying to teach.
That sounds super frustrating.
Worse than that, I just miss being around adults. Late night drunken shenanigans. Conga lines. Mosh pits.
Mel, you've had a very different lockdown experience. Have you been able to sit down and process it?
Sit down? Only when I'm sleeping. I'm all go, work. Yeah. I do get to meet like a lot of new people all the time, and at least, yeah, I mean, sure, it's mostly through like locked doors, intercoms. Yeah, it's mostly just putting bags on people's doorsteps, I guess.
Selwyn, you live alone. Was this a really hard time for you?
It's funny, you should say that.
Funny haha or funny what?
Well, it feels inappropriate to say this, but not being around people has been the easiest part of lockdown.
What?
Oh my God, you're one of them, aren't you? Oh,
I don't understand. One of what?
an introvert. Gross.
Okay, alright, let's not judge.
Oh, no, I get it. We're too quiet in meetings, bad at organising gatherings, and we don't really whoop.
How does the band know
Parties.
you're having fun if you don't?
But honestly, while I like people, being around people is really exhausting for me. It always has been. When I'm home, it's just me, and I don't have to pretend to be happy when I'm not. I'm not worrying that I just said something offensive that was probably totally harmless because my social anxiety is always off the charts.
You work from home, don't you?
Oh yeah.
God, I love to work from home. Actually spend some time in the place I've been paying off the next 30 years. Oh. Enjoy your 2 dim sims.
I do not want to work from home anymore. I'm sick of writing emails 5 hours a day, and I'm sick of trying to decipher poorly written emails. I just want to go up to a coworker, ask them a question, get an answer, and do my job.
Hey, I hate work emails too. It's like people can't communicate when they have to write it all out and be ultra polite, like best regards, kind wishes. I don't know what to say half the time.
Well, yeah, you don't want to come across as passive aggressive, right?
I'm never passive aggressive.
Hey, maybe we should all meet up. Get a drink sometime.
Yes, that would be lovely.
Yeah, let's do it. Why not?
Selwyn, what about you?
We can meet in person.
Oh, all right.
ad break. With Victoria finally out of lockdown, I personally cannot wait to get back to all of those things that I really missed during lockdown. Going to the pub being the main one, guilty. We're now going to be joined by our correspondent Isaac, who has found, well, I don't really know what exactly he's found, but over to you, Isaac, to explain more.
What? Stone the Flaming Crows, 80%. Well, that means I can go to the gym, go to the movies with the missus, put a bit of hard-earned in the pokies, and finally go back to the pub with my boys. Ah, gee whiz, if only there was a place I could do all those things at the same time.
Hey, King. Sounds like you need a place that contains all of those things.
Oh, well, that sounds amazing, but I don't think I can go to heaven just yet.
Wake up to yourself, mate. A place like that now does. We've turned your dreams into a reality. Introducing the Pub Popcorn Pump and Punt, a one-stop shop where you can sing some cold ones with the boys, develop your lats and triceps, watch the latest blockbuster with your doll, and have a flutter on the pokies.
In lockdown, I gamed alone, drank alone, worked out alone, and gambled alone. But now I can do all those things again with my boys all at the same time. Oh, come on, you bloody stupid rig machine. Give me some money. I put $900 in you just before. Come on, pay out.
Gamble, drink, eat, and exercise responsibly.
Okay, thanks for explaining that, Isaac. I think. Anyway, we're now genuinely incredibly lucky to be joined by Dr. Margaret Heffernan, O.A.M from RMIT University. She is a behavioural researcher with a focus on public health education, especially Indigenous and migrant health and vaccination. Her work over the past decade has resulted in numerous awards for cross-cultural collaborations and resource development across Australia and internationally. We were lucky enough to get an interview of her. Take a look. Margaret Heffernan, welcome to the league.
It's really great to be here.
Excellent. Well, we're so honoured to have you here. So we're going to talk a little bit about COVID-19, and we know that we'll have to learn to live with COVID-19 for pretty much the rest of our lives. And with Victoria leaving lockdown, there are a number of measures put in place, and vaccination is one of those measures. So we just want to ask you, like, what do you feel should be common knowledge about the COVID-19 vaccines that you found maybe isn't common knowledge?
So I'd really like everyone to go to this fantastic website. It's through the Australian government, and it's Health Direct. I'll just get healthdirect.gov.au. And what's really important information on this that not everyone may know is actually the testing processes that the Therapeutic Goods Administration, which is the peak body that approves every vaccine coming into Australia. And what it does is actually explain this very detailed process that they go through in testing every batch. And I can tell you, I've sat in on some years ago some pandemic meetings with the TGA, and I can tell you they have the most rigorous, robust safety systems in the world, and there is absolutely no way they are going to approve any vaccine that they think's dodgy or not safe or anything else. And not many people know about that rigorous screening process that goes through before it gets into our arms.
Could you clarify, like with the COVID-19 vaccines, what can and what can't they do?
Currently in Australia, we have 3 COVID vaccines available. What they do very effectively, and we've seen this, Australia's in the fortunate situation that these vaccines were rolled out in the Northern Hemisphere first.
Yeah.
So England, America, very large population groups, they all rolled out. So they're a few months ahead of us in getting the effectiveness data. And what we are now seeing, and we're seeing this in Australia as well, the people who have had the vaccine, you have much greater protection about getting a really nasty side effects of the virus. So you're less likely to go into hospital. It'll possibly just be like the common cold. So it does not stop you from getting the virus. It just means you're not going to be as sick as you would without the vaccine.
Do you have anything else you'd like to share before we wrap up?
If you have concerns about the vaccine or the virus, make sure that you are only looking and listening to credible websites. There's so much garbage out there, you couldn't even dream it up, but someone clearly has. And so again, my last message is to you, if you've got any concerns, and particularly about the vaccines, go to www.healthdirect.gov.au.
Well, Margaret Heffernan, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for coming on The Leak, and enjoy your summer.
Thank you, Maddie. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks again to Dr. Heffernan for her brilliant insights. If you would like to learn more, you can go to www.healthdirect.gov.au. Well, that's our show for tonight, but don't worry, we will be back same day, same place, same time next week. I've been your host, Maddy Weeks. Thank you so much and have a lovely night.